Okay, so my name is Nadia, and I am gonna try and convince you to watch Steven Universe, my favorite cartoon. This is one of the promos for it. This is actually not what it ended up looking like, but it looks great anyway. My bubble hat. And, I don't know what they're called. Weird facial thing. Anyway, why you should watch Steven Universe. If you've never watched Steven Universe, this is your time and sign to start. It's one of the most heartfelt, creative, and emotionally intelligent animated shows out there, and it's genuinely both really good for both kids and adults. A show full of heart, humor, and gorgeous art. Steven Universe stands out immediately because of its beautiful art style, playful humor, and the way it delivers deep messages in gentle, accessible ways. Every episode feels intentionally crafted, from the color palettes to the music to the small details in character animation. Nothing is accidental. A creator with vision. The series was created by Rebecca Sugar, a groundbreaking figure in modern animation. Whilst we don't know their actual neurotype or whether or not they have autism, it's highly likely that they're neurodiverse because they're non-binary, and a lot of us are neurodiverse and autistic in particular, like a high percentage of us. Many fans, including myself, connect deeply and strongly with the way that they write characters, identity, and emotion. Rebecca has spoken publicly about weaving their own experiences into the show, including concerns about gender fluidity, as in celebrating gender fluidity and their queerness as well. You can feel that lived understanding in the world building, the lore, and the emotional realism of every character. The universe wasn't slapped together, it was dreamt up with love and intention. Characters who feel real and relatable. Steven, our main character, is a young boy who often expresses himself in gender fluid, creative, and emotionally open ways. He also reads as very neurodiverse, and to a lot of viewers, myself included, and that's part of why he's so lovable. His humor is straightforward, literal, and amazingly quirky. The show leans into that as well. So the dialogue often includes things people actually say in real life, but cartoons rarely show these things, and also like the kind of oddness and randomness and kind of, I don't know how to describe it really, but it's like neurodiverse specific humor. I don't know, it's just great. Conversations feel honest, direct, grounded, even when they're happening between magical aliens, which is most people in the show. Well, a lot of them anyway. Speaking of aliens, Peridot is a favorite for a reason, which is one of the characters, and they're one of the gems. So those are like crystal, gem, alien creatures who are also kind of, some of them are part of Steven's family. Their difficulty was social cues, routine, sensory input, and adapting to Earth. Peridot, is such a familiar experience for many neurodivergent viewers, and the show doesn't mock it, it celebrates the way each character thrives in their own way. Queer representation done with love. Steven Universe helped pioneer queer relationships and queer representation in animation. It featured one of the first openly lesbian relationships, weddings, and kisses in mainstream animation, and it did so with joy and sincerity. Queerness isn't treated like a plot twist, negative, or something to be ashamed of. It's treated as normal, beautiful, and worth celebrating. Spoilers ahead, major spoilers. Steven is incredibly relatable for many autistic and neurodivergent viewers. He gives everything he has to others, sees the best in people, and struggles with people pleasing, something a lot of us, when navigating social rules, experience when navigating social rules that don't always make sense. He's joyful, sweet, emotional, and yes, very obsessed with things like ice cream and his special interests. He's also chubby, which is amazing to see positive fat representation in a show where the hero isn't punished for his body. A story that isn't afraid of depth. The show also explores heavy themes such as grief, war, generational trauma, identity, belonging, childhood neglect. But it does so in ways that are digestible, compassionate, and safe for all ages. You'll get light-hearted, funny, standalone episodes, and then episodes packed with lore, mythos, history, and emotional payoff. The world building is truly incredible, and if you love fandom deep dives, there are endless YouTube analysis, fan theories, and lore videos to enjoy. A world where you can simply be yourself. The setting is Earth, but an Earth where being different is accepted, where magic doesn't have to be hidden from adults, and where found family is everything. The crystal gems themselves are basically a queer, neurodiverse alien family, and Steven grows up surrounded by unconditional love from people who don't fit neatly into society's boxes either. For many fans, myself included, this show doesn't just entertain, it comforts. I've watched it during some of my darkest moments, and it's genuinely helped calm my nervous system, lift my mood, and remind me that softness and kindness are massive strengths and necessities in life. Why so many adults love it? Adults, especially those living with PTSD, mental health struggles, or neurodivergence, often say Steven Universe makes them feel seen and safe. The relationships, character development, humor, and emotional honesty are very powerful indeed. Final thoughts. Steven Universe is beautiful, healing, funny, vibrant, queer, thoughtful, and full of heart. It's a show that tells you you are loved exactly as you are. And honestly, that's something all of us deserve to hear. Thank you, Steven Universe and Rebecca Sugar and what are they called? Crewniverse, which is the amazing people that work on the show. Thanks so much.